boundaries, mandating lockdowns to keep me from focusing on the big picture. Just look a little closely. Started with balance and adding the millions. No ID required, the media villain. President Trump is a racist, accountable friction. Now most of my neighbors are willing to think I'm a bigot, supporting supremacy. If I was black, considered a sellout. Talk about privilege, I ain't had a taste while these liberals pushing the agenda to bail out these Democrat cities who funded destruction. Created by lies that said it was Russian. That helped Mr. Trump get into the office. Millions was spent and still ain't find nothing. Now we got Biden, another Obama, increasing inflation and teaching my daughter her color, her skin's a descendant, dishonor, and that just alone makes her life so less harder. No matter her effort, a little bit bothered by shit that they teach and do think that it's awkward, that everything's biased. Democrats riot, call it a protest mistake that is called for an insurrection when the pubs do it. It's the worst thing since 9/11. Meanwhile, we got Sleepy Joe, drawing innocent people to find a method to veer away from our dead Americans left behind in a second. Reviving ISIS, funding violence at a time for silence. Bitch, I was made in America, landed it free. Die on my feet before I live on my knees. Tell me this shit wasn't a part of the dream. Suppressing our speech is obscene. I've been played in America, ain't taking my guns. Rigging election and able to run. The US of A make America great again. Flexible feelings I'm done. Hey. Hey. Bitch, I was made in America. Hey. Bitch, I was made in America. In a global pandemic that opened the border and threatened security, claiming the issue at hand is Republican racists. We now in a state of emergency. Police is hated, identification not needed when voting. Now moving with urgency, censoring truth and fact checking the proof will push climate change is the biggest of enemies. And to forget that we sit on the axis, I probably get banned, but just thinking Pangea ain't with the maddest political tactics to gather the ratings. Just look at the taxes, or crime in the streets have been steadily rising. Patriots tired of waiting to fire the Pelosi and Biden, Kamala and tyrants like AOC making our country divided. Stating the people who won't take the jab are the reason America's failing. Handing out trillions, they panic their feelings, increasing the hatred. I pray for the children, our future, our hand is uncertain. Clowning the White House is barely observing. We globally laugh that they loving the circus. Backtracking faster with so much to lose, I still stay here with courage. The state what they scared to admit. Only distance I need is from socialism. Pushing propaganda to the blind sheep, but they troll the system. Media fake woke to divide and conquer is their whole intention. Using race and religion to strip out our amendments and all of his victims. Bitch, I was made in America, landed it free. Die on my feet before I live on my knees. Tell me this shit wasn't a part of the dream. Suppressing our speech is obscene. I've been played in America, ain't taking my guns. Rigging election and able to run. The US of A make America great again. Flexible feelings I'm done. Hey. Hey. Bitch, I was made in America. Hey. Bitch, I was made in America.
I love when I work out to have a tight compression shirt. This heat gear feels fitting.
Yeah, I got no excuses. Hey, yeah, they ask me where I learned to do this. Self-taught, checking things off my to-do list. Treat my temper like my family, I ain't tryna lose it. Say a little, do a lot. Woo! No excuses. Ay. I got no excuses. Yeah, I got no excuses. Woo! I got no excuses. Yeah, I got no. Yeah, yo, this industry is so confusing. Hard to tell who's really with me or who's trying to use me. If I told you I respect you, I ain't say it loosely. I don't throw those words around, it's just not how I do things. Ay, yeah, I know I can be a nuisance. Ain't afraid to admit it if I think the shoe fits. People ask me where I've been, I've been writing new hits. Had to make my own plans, I don't need your 2 cents. Ay, yeah, I don't wanna hear excuses. I just like to make moves and make improvements. I just like to break rules, maybe start some new trends. Live the life that I choose, cutting off the loose ends. Yeah, they ask me where I learned to do this. Self-taught, checking things off my to-do list. Treat my temper like my family, I ain't tryna lose it. Say a little, do a lot. Woo! No excuses. Ay. I got no excuses. Yeah, I got no excuses. Woo! I got no excuses. Yeah, I got no. Yeah. Here's a couple things that I'm confused with. I just did an interview, the guy was pretty clueless. You don't have to know the album names of all my music, but at least try to find out who you in the room with. Ay, I I like facts, I don't like assuming. Take a shot behind my back, I'ma catch a bullets. Why the game looking at me like I'm just a tourist? They should know I'm here to stay, this verse is getting boring. Twisted mind of a lyricist, listen while I experiment. Visualize its imperative, big surprises and scary tricks. It is time, yes we're here again. Sit in silence, don't care for it. Criticizing my character isn't wise, so beware of it. Forget what you telling me, do what I gotta, man, I got the remedy. One of a comment that never selected me. I don't fit in with the room of celebrities. I wanna know when they bring on my legacy. There was nobody that ever could mention me saying that I wasn't making it, rapping and doing it cleverly. Did what I had to and gave it my everything. Yeah, they asked me where I learned to do this. Self-taught, checking things off my to-do list. Treat my temper like my family, I ain't tryna lose it. Say a little, do a lot, woo, no excuses, yeah. Yo, they asked me where I learned to do this. Self-taught, checking things off my to-do list. Treat my temper like my family, I ain't tryna lose it. Say a little, do a lot, woo, no excuses, ay. I got no excuses, yeah, I got no excuses. Woo, yeah, I got no excuses. Yeah, yo, I got no. Yeah, I got no excuses.
Biggest boss and I've been a Trillis. I'm a bigger problem when I click with Skrillex. Murder on my mind, it's time to pray to God. My revolver's not religious, the revolution's born. You wanna know my name, then go and tell us us. You wanna know my gang, Suicide Squad. Pistol on my waist, I might make a mistake. Headshot, oh my God, am I crazy? Drugs every corner, this is Gotham City. Killer Croc, came to kidnap you, then cut out your kidney. Ain't no mercy, got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Rose, so she know that pussy worth it. Flooded Rolex at the Grammy Awards. They still selling dope, that's those Miami boys. Killers everywhere, it ain't no place to run. Forgive me for my wrongs, I have just begun. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Rose, don't be begging for your life, cause that's a lost cause. High stakes, body armor, suicide, boy. It's the time for games and it's the time to kill. Make up your mind, baby, cause the time is here. Capital murder, capital letters. Yeah, she catching my vibe, but she can't fathom my cheddar. Need a couple gang members for these new endeavors. From this point on, anything we do together. Body on the corner, million in the trunk. 7 figures, I spend that every other month. Killers on the corner, talents in the clip. Build a palace out in Paris just to fill with bitches. Say my name and I'm coming with the gun squad. Everybody's running, homie, there's only one gun. Cocaine, white Ferrari, I'm in the fast lane. Every day was life and death, that's when the cash came. Count money, drug residue, even blood on it. He had it trapping till I put my cuz on it. Kicking in the door, boy, the Suicide Squad. Needle in my arm, so I'm do or die for it. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Rose. Payment for my wrongs, I have just begun.
I was going to turn 26 and lose my mom's coverage, so I needed to find my own plan. For $4 a month, I got a plan that covers my pre-existing condition and weekly therapy.
New law, lower prices. Healthcare.gov. Enroll by December 15th.
Out here.
Saturday morning, I ain't gotta work. Last night's show sold a lot of merch. Bad bitch in my bed, so I ain't got a jerk. Forbes list caught me, so it's hard to make the dollar hurt. All we need is good green and some blue. 5 to 1, so it's guaranteed you can do you. Still keep the heater just in case we have a boo-boo. Kansas City natives and we are a little cuckoo.
This the type of shit that make the hood go crazy. On the interstate doing 180. She said, do it for me, baby. Took a double shot and then we all went crazy. White girls go crazy. Black girls go crazy. College girls go crazy. This the type of shit that make the hood go crazy.
So much liquor, I never spared that kitchen. Keep it so I usually have a pair that's kissing. And I'm lifted on purple hair that's bitching. Now that's what I call a fucking air technician. Down there, they got the hair that's missing. Keep it bare, I promise I'll never tear that kitchen. I'm aware sex hitting is the care when I share that sticking. So good I might impair that vision. So I dip in, then dip off. Look for another chick, then they pissed off. Till I give them another split, then they lift off. Party is the mission. I did cross 3 thick friends. We mix in these licks when they big friend wanna lip off. So I told her calmly, get lost, bitch. This my place and this way to turn up the trip off. Shit!
This the type of shit that make the hood go crazy. On the interstate doing 180. She said, do it for me, baby. Took a double shot and then we all went crazy. White girls go crazy. Black girls go crazy. College girls go crazy. This the type of shit that make the hood go crazy.
Yeah, you my prototype. My 4th foreign car was a Porsche photo white. Cooler than a polar bear and a bowl of ice with a rain mirror to the game. Had them throwing rice. Wait a minute, put my finger on her. I'm trying to knock her up, I'm trying to put a singer on her so I can do a banger with her. I get brain for dinner. I don't need a pretender for contender. Thank God for strippers. High top with zippers, hard as some nipples. All the shit I do is straight off the temple. Trying to squeeze it into my schedule, it's like a pimple. Tell that poodle, don't mess around with them pit bulls.
This the type of shit that make the hood go crazy. On the interstate doing 180. She said, do it for me, baby. Took a double shot and then we all went crazy. White girls go crazy. Black girls go crazy. College girls go crazy. This the type of shit that make the hood go crazy.
It's the ending from the 9. Grind them bitches from behind. If you way drunk off the yak, spit it up, spit it up, spit it up. This Kansas City, shit's ran gritty. In the summertime, the chicks be damn pretty. Born in the projects, then to the Ville. Then I did a deal with Travis and made meals. This is celebration, this is elevation. Me and my delegation got niggas hella hating. This is Nutter House regime, Road Dog, and it's all strange music. Winners can't lose it unless everybody got their hands up like. See a bad bitch like. This whole damn city fucking go. But this is how the hood go crazy in the mode.
This the type of shit that make the hood go crazy. On the interstate doing 180. She said, do it for me, baby. Took a double shot and then we all went crazy. White girls go crazy. Black girls go crazy. College girls go crazy. This the type of shit that make the hood go crazy.
A power shoot.
What are the next things that are going to be attacked? Because this MAGA crowd is really the most extreme political organization that's existed in American history.
They already hate us, so let's make them matter. Ooh, they say we extreme, y'all hear the chatter. I be Christ first. first and the rest don't matter. 2 a.m. we run up on my back, so going no dramatic. Make America godly again, that's my favorite mega. And I rap my Bible verses, then your favorite pastor. Overturn Roe v. Wade, cause them babies matter. If I rap about murder, I bet I'll be their favorite rapper. But I rap about God and family, so I get banned. Sorry that I don't believe a woman is a man. And this is war with good and evil, tell me where you stand. You know only the wicked flee, that's why I never ran. Ay, it's about the kingdom, not about the money. Ay, bigger than one man, it's about the country. Ay, they brought up inflation, buying found it funny. And they taking all of our freedoms, what you want from me? They push Lil Nas X just because he gay. And they push Cardi B to lead all your daughters astray. And they tell me I could be rich if I change what I say. I never wanted to be of the world anyway. They already hate us, so let's make them matter. They say we extreme, yeah, I hear the chatter. I be Christ first and the rest don't matter. 2 a.m. we run up on my back, so going no dramatic.
That's how I feel when parents have been overruled. Indoctrinated kids is better to be homeschooled. Just a bunch of pedophiles, how they get this stuff approved? Whooping son and Megan Joy, man, we need a different view. Education in our nation should be school choice. Let the girls be the girls, boys be the boys. On the Blake show to the game, I was be the voice of the people. Get to signing off like a desert eagle. Heard you coming after me, guess I'm going Johnny Depp. I just smile while you lie, let the Lord be my rep. I keep swimming through the swamp like I'm Black Michael Phelps. Been about the Constitution since the day I left from Melts, boy. Disrespect the team, I'ma check it, Candace Owens. I'ma pull up to your crib while I'm pregnant. It's a sham, everybody need to flex it. 80 million votes impossible, no matter how you stretch it. Oh, yeah.
They already hate us, so let's make them matter. They say we extreme, yeah, I hear the chatter. I be Christ first and the rest don't matter. 2 a.m. we run up on my back, so going no dramatic.
It's a big mega party, we live Coachella. 2A with the Draco bullet train, get an umbrella. I stick to God's plan, no man was born a Cinderella. A rich Republican, you know I keep that mozzarella. Disney tryna ban me, Pink Floyd tryna ban me. Bryce ain't gonna drop this quick, I need a gram. All my patriots and infidels, you know we in the streets. Us Jan6s did nothing wrong, we ain't no sheep. I heard BLM scared a lot of people out here. I know Sleepy Joe and Hunter by the criminal shit. You know we won't buy your landslide, daughter must be in peace. Sold our country to China, I'm strapped like the Middle East. Gas prices way up, liberal tears and inflation. Come on like our horns, Nez and Pete work for Satan. Obama got another man pregnant, this is crazy. Democrat, just another word for life.
They already hate us, so let's make them matter. They say we extreme, yeah, I hear the chatter. I be Christ first and the rest don't matter. 2 a.m. we run up on my back, so going no dramatic.
They say that we ultra mega, yeah, we are extreme. One day I'ma die and yeah, that's kind of the dream. It's like every day's another laugh and every day's a meme. I threw my TV out the window cause I'm tired of the schemes. I serve God, I would never serve a man. I heard they say the mega was no better than the Klan. I forgot my white hood, but I got my right hook. And I got that guidebook on how to be a man. Always tell the truth and you will never be defeated. 2,000 mules and we know that you cheated. We got the proof but they wanna delete it. What happened, Newsmax, did Dinesh get you heated? Listen, I'ma keep exposing all the fake ones. All of these lies are just making my brain numb. Nobody good on the left, you can't name one. So I'ma stay posted right here with my same gun.
Now the commercial space.
Wow, this is great. What you said about financing and tax implications has me loving it.
The current zoning allows for a dog grooming business. Do your dogs need to see it too?
Expertise, just one of the many ways an agent who's a realtor works for you.
I was a puny dookie. Nietzsche, looky, how I get low when I boogie. Don't mind me some goodies. I'm Nate and bougie. My wifey be the wolf and I'm the wolf that's from the sea. And she no Pocahontas, more like Buffy Saint-Marie. Come do your dance with me. I dip, you dip, we dip. No, it ain't blasphemy. I sip, you sip, we sip with an easy cut. I stand and rock with all my suit without the boosters. Me and bro came out the womb. Nietzsche 1 and Nietzsche 2. We very indigenous people. We some VIPs. I'm a blood thicker than Ulick Grease. Nietzsche, please sing your song. This my jam. Got my fam all going ham for the land, not the gram. Statement A is who I am. We choose copper over gold. Praise the elders. I remember what I'm told. Never turn your back on home. We them bougie natives.
I got turquoise on my red.
We them bougie natives.
5 rings up on my bed.
We them bougie natives.
Big hat with the bread.
We them bougie natives.
Got that custom made blend.
We them bougie natives.
New city, new sweet grass, new sage.
We them bougie natives.
Put my knowledge in my brain.
We them bougie natives.
New city, new sweet grass, new sage.
We them bougie natives.
You can holler at my name.
Hey ho, can't you tell them woke? The smoke shop is closed, can you tell your boys dope? Man, I'm spinning like I made it and I'm smudging cause I'm broke again. Always running late, I hope the liquor store is open.
I got carvers, weavers, beaters, and designers on my team. I got braiders, hella famous that I'm signing to my team. In my limousine, gonna look steezy. Next to mine, Digi Queen.
Yeah, that's my most McGee.
I know ballers, I know chiefs, I know riders from the east. I know educated natives down to picket in the streets. Middle fingers to police. Fuck you, we come in peace. I know red skin hippies that be giving me the creeps. I know beauty, I know beach, I know savages and freaks, and I know a couple cousins even bushier than me. No, ain't elite, bougie native, yes indeed. Art exhibit to the club, and we roll it 20 deep. Copper on my neck, gold on my ring, feather on my hat, skin stitch chin. 100 warriors on my back, they be drumming when I sing. Man, there ain't no way around it. I'm a
bougie natives.
I got turquoise on my red.
We them bougie natives.
5 rings up on my bed.
We them bougie natives.
Big hat with the bread.
We them bougie natives.
Got that custom made blend.
We them bougie natives.
New city, new sweet grass, new sage.
We them bougie natives.
Put my knowledge in my brain.
We them bougie natives.
New city, new sweet grass, new sage.
We them bougie natives.
You can holler at my name.
In 1954, Tropicana found a way to bring the fresh squeezed taste of OJ to everyone. And today, that same delicious OJ has a new look, still with no added sugar. Tropicana Pure Premium, the juice that starts it all.
Living with opioid addiction can be a struggle. Trapped in a cycle of opioid use, withdrawal, and cravings. Sublocade.
Turn
shots. Bob it loud, another round of shots. Bob it loud, another round of shots. Bob it loud, another round of shots. Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what? Turn down for what?
Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, stop, format it. Touch it, bring it, pay it,
Hey, yo, let me take their ass back to the club real quick.
touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it. Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it. Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it. Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it.
Who be the king of the sound? Bust a bus back and just put a lock on the town. Now my bitches be coming from miles around. See, they be coming cause they know how to gog it down.
Now you know who holding the gold, so give me the crown. Niggas saluting and trying to give me a pound. I don't really fuck with you niggas is clowns. Making the bitches strip and throw this shit on the ground.
Now that's the way that it goes. When we up in the spot, the shit be flooded with holes. See, when you make it hot, the chicks that come out they clothes. That's when they get it. Mommy, you already know I
Turn it up, shorty wildin' and shorty open, she beastin' it out. For the record, just a second, I'm freaking it out. Cause I wasn't trying to touch it, I was peeping it out. She turned around and was trying to put my dick in the mouth. I let her
Bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it. Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it. Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it. Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it.
And as you start again, we ringing the bell. When I come, I be doing it and doing it well. Then I beat up the coochie and be making it swell. Trying to hide the smell of the sex. Spraying on it Chanel.
Then they try to walk with the struts, so no one could tell. How a nigga got in their butt, made everything jail. Got a chick a wild like a nut, she blowing my cell. Can't get enough of the kid, I put her under my spell.
Low buzz. How did mommy move it along? If you know you bout it, then get to removing your thong. To the whip and back of the truck is where you belong. After the yak, you see the type of raunchy shit they be
Turn it
on.
up, street niggas respect it because my movement is strong. Cause we consistently rapping, see my money is long. All my bitches is with me, see how they singing the song. That's how we get in the stick and we be digging them long. I let them
Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it. Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it. Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it. Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it.
The guard of the block, see that I'm back. Every single time that I drop it, the shit is a rap. For the niggas hating the kid, I'm close to the strap. Cause all these bitches wanna come talk and sit on my
turn it
lap.
up. Every time I get you bang shit, then knocking your whip. Come on, nigga, always do his thing, bitch. Locking the strip. Come on, lot of mommies just dancing and they shaking their hips. After that, they get gone, put the thing on their lip. I let them
Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it. Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it. Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it. Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it. Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it. Touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it. Touch it, bring it,
Absolutely not. You're banned from talking to old women.
In my defense, that wasn't me.
Don't care. No way. I'll do it.
Oh, brilliant. Mr. Social Skills. You're shit at talking.
I'm getting better.
He is getting better, if only slightly.
Slightly better's still just slightly better. It's like polishing a turd and calling it a gem. You're still holding a turd. Just a shiny fucking turd.
Whatever. All right, Joe. I walk up to the old lady. Excuse me, ma'am. Quick question. How much did you pay for the train ride?
The old woman freezes mid-peel, the half-skinned onion trembling in her hands. Her watery eyes dart up to meet yours, wide with suspicion, then quickly drop to the bag of veg at her feet.
Oh dear, oh no. I knew it, I knew it.
She mutters to herself, clutching the onion like it's her last line of defense.
It's the taxes, isn't it? I knew I shouldn't have left the market without double-checking my receipt.
No. I hold up my hands, palms out. It's not like that. I'm not here for taxes or receipts or whatever it is you're worried about. I'm just asking about the fare. How much did you pay for the ride?
Give me a persuasion check, Saxy.
Oh, come on, that's an 8.
She narrows her eyes at you.
So you are checking the fares. Oh heavens, did I forget to pay?
I'm Dr. Suarez, a board-certified dermatologist. I know firsthand, thinning of your hair can be really distressing to...
I thought I paid.
She starts rummaging frantically through her pockets, pulling out scraps of fabric, a button, and what looks like a wilted sprig of thyme.
Oh dear. Oh no, they're going to kick me off the train. I'll be stranded. And these tomatoes won't make it another day in this heat.
Ma'am, please, I promise you're fine. I'm not here to...
And then what'll happen, huh? What'll happen to me if I'm left out there? A kindly old woman abandoned at the station with nothing but onions and regret. Oh, my poor Harold always said this day would come. He warned me about men like you, always with the questions, always prying.
I'm not prying. Look, just stop rummaging for a second, all right? You're not in trouble. I just want to know how much you paid for the train, that's it.
Her hand freezes mid-rummage, her lip quivering.
You're not going to find me.
No fines, no fees, no nothing. Just how much did you pay?
She exhales shakily and finally answers.
1 gold, I think. Yes, 1 gold. Or was it 2? No, it was definitely 1.
Then her expression crumples.
Oh gods, was I supposed to pay more? Did I underpay? Oh, I knew I was doing it wrong. Please don't throw me off. I'll pay the difference, I swear.
She bursts into tears, the onion dropping to the floor and rolling away like it's trying to escape her meltdown. The entire car has gone quiet. All eyes now on you, Saxy, and the sobbing onion lady. A child whispers to their parent, "Is he a tax collector?"
Joe, I just walk away, slowly, very slowly.
So how did it go, Saxy?
Fine, absolutely fine. She paid 1 gold.
Because from over here, it looked like you made her cry.
I didn't make her cry. She was emotional, that's all. You know how old people get sometimes.
Emotional? Saxy, she looked like she was gearing up to confess to a murder you were pinning on her. What the hell did you say?
Nothing. I just asked how much she paid, and she spiraled. That's not on me.
Spiraled? She was sobbing, mate. You didn't just ask her. You interrogated her like she was smuggling diamonds in her onions.
Yeah, no offense, Saxy, but if that's your idea of charisma, just wow.
Oh, shut it. I got the answer, didn't I? 1 gold. That's what we needed.
Yeah, and at what cost? That poor woman's sanity? Her onions are probably traumatized too.
Seriously, man, I think I heard her whisper a prayer to Harold or whoever her dead husband is.
Look, it's not my fault she thought I was some kind of tax collector.
Who else walks up to an old lady and starts grilling her like a guard at the border? Honestly, I'm impressed you didn't send her into full cardiac arrest.
Oh, sure, because you've got such a delicate touch, don't you?
Delicate? No? Effective? Hell yes!
Better than leaving a crying grandma thinking she's about to be booted off the train for crimes against the Empire.
Fine. Next time you two can handle the old ladies. Happy now?
Ecstatic.
Okay then, guys. A couple of minutes tick by, filled in with whatever that was, before a low, resonating chime signals the train's departure. The doors hiss shut, sealing the compartment, and with a sudden lurch, it accelerates. The initial jolt nearly throws you off balance, but the more speed it gathers, the smoother it feels, as if gliding on a perfect trajectory. Outside, the world becomes a blur of grandiose architecture, spires and towers rising like gods above the city, streaking past your window. But soon, you're hurtling directly toward a colossal stone wall. Its sheer size is incomprehensible, rising at least 150 feet into the sky like an immovable monolith. For a moment, it seems certain the train is doomed to collide head-on, but then it plunges downward into a tunnel carved beneath the wall. The glow of arcane lights flicker through the darkness, and within seconds you emerge on the other side, greeted by another vast section of the city. This process repeats twice more, hurtling underground through tunnels beneath walls that seem to divide Solaris into titanic rings. Each wall looms larger in your mind as you pass them, their immense scale a constant reminder of the city's sheer magnitude and the Empire's power. Finally, the train begins to slow. The hum beneath your feet grows softer, the sights outside less of a blur, and the sharp hiss of brakes fills the cabin. With a metallic groan, the doors slide open.
All right, so we're here. It's been nice knowing you, Solaris, until we meet again.
I don't think we're actually outside of Solaris yet, Celestia.
Huh? I thought this train was taking us out of the city.
No, it's a system put in place for intercity travel. It's just taken us to the final wall of the city itself.
Ah, right. So we just need to leave now then. Joe, where's the exit?
Okay, so as you venture out of the station, you look ahead of you. The scale of the outer wall is nothing short of staggering. You've seen grand walls before, but this is a statement to the world, an announcement of dominance. Rising a colossal 250 feet high, it dwarfs everything around it, a fortress unto itself. The stone is a deep, dark gray, as if carved from the very mountains that loom in the distance, and every seam and crack is perfectly aligned, every inch of it imposing and flawless. Gargantuan bastions punctuate its length, spaced so evenly that they might have been placed by the hand of a god, their tops bristling with ballistae and watchtowers. Ahead of you, about a 5-minute walk, the gates dominate the scene. They are immense, magnificent arches of iron and steel reinforced with gold inlays. Wide enough to fit 15 carriages side by side, the gates are flung open, and the flow of traffic is astonishing. People pour in and out, a ceaseless tide of humanity and more, faster than anything you've ever seen before. Merchants driving wagons loaded with goods, farmers with carts of produce, adventurers with packs slung over their shoulders, and noblemen in gilded carriages, every layer of society represented in this chaotic dance. The guards, plentiful and vigilant, line the walls and gateposts, their gazes sharp and searching, yet they do not obstruct the flow. There is an air of organization amidst the chaos, and the guards, though ever watchful, seem at ease, almost welcoming. They nod to passers-by, crack jokes with merchants, and wave on caravans.
I hope there's not any titans in those walls.
Me too, buddy.
Right, well, let's get out of here. Joe, I begin walking towards the gates and through them.
As you make your way toward the gates, the sheer size of them looms larger with every step, the golden inlays catching the light. The guards stationed there look sharp but approachable, their postures firm yet relaxed. One of them, a middle-aged man with a grizzled beard and kind eyes, catches your gaze as you pass. "Safe travels," he says with a small nod, his voice steady and genuine. Another, a younger woman with an intricate braid tucked under her helm, offers a friendly smile and a quick wave. "Hope the road treats you well." As you step beyond the gates, the rush of the city begins to fade, replaced by the open expanse of the world outside. The road ahead is wide and well-trodden, lined by sparse swaying trees and the faint hum of distant wildlife.
They're a lot friendlier here than I expected.
Yeah, well, 99% of guards are going to be decent people. We've just had a few unlucky run-ins, I guess. End of the day, they're people with families they want to support, people trying to make it through life like the rest of us. That's what's going to be tough about the battle to come. How many of these good people will be forced into the path between us and overthrowing the sitting government?
Yeah, it's not pleasant to think about. War truly is horrible.
So we know Asmo Prime is north of here, right? In the mountains? Finding him is going to be a bitch.
Yep, but we can communicate with him when we get closer to the range. Ask him for any specific landmarks, narrow it down. Shouldn't be too bad if we plan ahead.
Yeah, plus when we get closer, we don't have to slog it all on foot. We can use some magic to make it easier. Just as long as we're out of sight of Solaris's watchtowers. Don't want to draw any attention.
Exactly. That's the thing. I don't know their stance on magic within the city limits. Could be free to use, could be licensed or monitored for all I know. Better to play it safe and save the spells for when we're out of view.
Does anyone else feel like shit's about to get real? I mean, really real?
Oh yeah, big time.
Well, we're in it together, guys. Whatever happens, we got each other's backs. So, we'll be all right.
A heavy silence settles over your group as those words sink in. Each of you casts a glance northward, toward the distant peaks of the mountains. The road ahead looks long, and the weight of what lies beyond presses down like a storm gathering at the horizon. But for now, you keep walking, your boots crunching against the dirt road in unison, a quiet resolve binding you together. And that's where we're going to wrap up this session. See you later, guys.
If you're enjoying this series, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
usually they want you to make more than they do, and if you don't, then they don't want a relationship with you. And that's just the way it is, guys. The more of a long-term relationship it is, then the more they care about your resources and the fact that you at least have to earn, or very, very well be capable of earning more than them. And to be honest, like the latter, they just prefer you to make more than them, period.
So where is your so-called equality?
Let me show you how to block this ad. First, you're gonna click on this video, then you're gonna download Pi. It's an ad blocker that's
Oh, and by the way, we aren't asking for perfection. We're asking for literally the bare minimum. Could you try that? The bare minimum?
No thanks.
And you do need women, by the way. Men actually need women.
This woman is telling me so many things I didn't know, you know? Is that so? Is that so, madam? I think I'm pretty fine at the moment, just flying around playing some World of Warcraft. I think I'm alright, thank you.
Because, fact check, women birth life into this earth.
True.
We raise you. We raised all of you.
What, by yourself? You did this whole process by yourself? I'm just confused, guys, you know, how she grew the egg into a human being from nothing. And I'm also confused. Have women just been solo raising children this entire time? I mean, this woman, she should write a book with all of the things that I don't seem to know.
Men out here who want to disrespect and objectify us. So look at your mom, look at your sister, look at any women that you have in your family. When you're disrespecting women, you're disrespecting them too.
No, I'm just disrespecting you because you disrespect yourself. Guys, these women try and make it like an all women issue, right? I don't have any issue. Like, for example, let's just say you have a woman who doesn't objectify herself, and a woman who does. I mean, dudes are going to take the woman who respects herself and doesn't post spicy photos of herself online. This doesn't mean that men don't like all women, right? So if I sit here and I say, listen, I don't want to have a relationship with a woman, for example, who does spicy content. Does that mean that I don't like all women? That doesn't make any sense, man. It really doesn't. That's like women coming out here and saying, I don't like dudes who injure people, for example, or who are just angry all of the time. And then I sit here and I say, well, you must not like all men. Like, it just makes no sense.
And guess what? Keep it up. There won't be any women left to raise you and wipe your tears and take care of you. Because we're going to be so fed up and angry with men. You want to know why men get used by women? Well, first of all, we were property for thousands of years, so we literally weren't able to collect money or own anything up until the past century.
I mean, also, you didn't have to go out and fight in wars, so I mean, we don't talk about that issue. Also, you were completely provided for and protected by men. But now, you're right, madam. You are liberated. You can go out there and you can work very hard, and you can struggle to pay your bills. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for the women, guys. This is what they fought for. You didn't want to be quote-unquote property. It was so hard back in the day, so have your liberation, and wouldn't you know it, it's completely screwed. But hey, at least you can go do whatever you want now. And again, guys, I have no problem with women working. The funny thing is, I just find it funny that they don't like the responsibility that comes along with that. Oh, I have to pay bills now. I have to look after myself. It's like crazy.
So now that we are trying to get money and establish ourselves, we're told by men that all you want is sex. So
I mean, you're probably
we're abused until the point where we just give up and say, okay, you want to use us? We'll use you right back. So yeah, no one is to blame other than you men.
Of course.
If you really feel that strongly about it, then stop supporting it. Stop going to strip clubs. Stop watching it. Stop listening to nasty content. Because it's disrespectful.
Can we ask the question, just by the way? I mean, I agree with this woman. I think it's a bad idea. But are we going to ask the question? I mean, number one, women are consuming a lot of this content too. Let's not get it twisted. But number two, who's making the content? Who's in it? Who's supporting it? Who's saying that it's a great idea to get involved in? Who is saying that it's empowering? We're not going to have discussions about that, are we? No.
And men out here don't have empathy to raise children. So you guys really think you can do this without us? Go ahead, give it a try.
I have to keep pausing it because everything this woman says is completely stupid. Men actually do raise children better than women do solo. There's a lot of evidence to actually suggest that children turn out a lot better when they are raised by a single father as opposed to a single mother. So we actually have a lot of data to support that. Not really sure if that's the point you want to be making, but I don't think anything in this video really has to do with data or things that are to do with reality. So, I mean, she probably doesn't really care about that little tidbit, does she?
See, you want to see how bad stuff can really get? God said to have respect for women and to treat us as equals, as equal counterparts. We are your equal and opposite. But if you don't want to listen, then keep it up. You'll see how bad it gets. It can become hell on earth if you really want it to. If that's where you want it to go.
Who does this woman think she is?
And, you will face God on Judgment Day.
Store closes in 5. We just need to grab a few more gifts. Jackpot. That's the one.
Yes! Okay, let's go.
JJ, what? Hey, I made my family disappear.
JJ!
Sorry, guys. I'm just sitting there having the best night of my life. Oh, what's it?
In the past, when couples got married, it was a man and a woman who both had to start from the bottom. The woman could work or not, but she contributed to helping the man in her own way. Nowadays, women want the winning man. They don't want to be the woman of the process. They want to be the woman waiting at the finish line for the man who has built himself up. When you judge me for not having tangible things, you are not being fair because a man needs to bring things to the table to be visible. It's often said that only children, animals, and women receive unconditional love. Men are loved for what they can provide. For over 100 years, men haven't changed what they want in a woman: beauty, fertility, loyalty, and acts of service.
I mean, I don't think men have ever really changed what they preferred in women, to be honest with you. It probably hasn't changed in thousands of years, you know? I don't even think it's been like the last 100. I think men have probably been very consistent and also very obvious with the things that we are looking for out of women. Now, apparently those things are a little bit too difficult to muster these days. But hey, it's okay, guys, because remember, the women don't need us, apparently, so... I'm sorry, man. This video is just so funny to me. This woman might as well be a comedian. I don't think they realize that when they make videos like this, they're essentially advertisements for men to just keep doing what they're doing. You're not even, like, all of this bad behavior, by the way, for example, going to script clubs and things like this, or playing too many video games, or whatever else she was rambling about. Dudes are actually more inclined to listen to this and then just do the complete opposite of whatever you say, just because you're completely unpleasant, right? Again, if the reward at the end of the rainbow is you, then dudes are probably going to do the opposite of what you say, because they don't want women who scream on TikTok. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's not a good it's not quite the advertisement you think that it is, madam. Let me just say that.
On the other hand, what women claim to be the minimum is a man who has the 666 of the apocalypse and more. 6 feet tall.
Yeah, I'm surprised, by the way, that she didn't actually bring up height first. I would actually argue that's probably one of the, like, invisible requirements that women actually first look at. But of course, we don't mention that, right? We don't mention the height. We do mention a bit of the bank account, though. But usually what's first noticed is the height and the facial symmetry and so on. And then we start to look at the things like the bank account.
All earning more than $6,000 and having a physical appearance of at least a 6. By choosing this, almost 80% of men are eliminated. Add to that, after marrying her and having to support her, you also have to do household chores. Otherwise, you're an oppressive misogynist. So tell me how this is wanting the minimum when only 20% of men can qualify.
Was Jesus the first feminist? Hear me out on this one.
Oh boy.
Before Jesus came to the earth, women were basically slaves to men. We were concubines, so on and so forth. By the time Jesus had come to the earth, women were not allowed in synagogues. We were not allowed in any holy places or even allowed to hear anything about the word as it was, or practice it in any way. And when Jesus started preaching, women were actually afraid to listen to him. They were afraid of what their husbands would do, and they asked Jesus about this. They said, aren't men supposed to have authority, over us? And Jesus basically told them that they should be listening and to ignore their husbands and to listen to the word because he was going to protect them.
Now, guys, I'm not like a biblical expert or something like this, but this sounds like a very gross misconstruence, I guess you would call it, of the Bible. I'm going to assume. Somebody let me know down in the comments. Okay, I'm not super familiar with how this stuff works, but this sounds like complete nonsense to me. My nonsense radar is going a little bit off right here. So apparently, the Bible says not to listen to men. I don't know about that one.
And he also told women to speak the word, to preach the word. And after Jesus left the earth, the church tried once again to erase women entirely from the Bible. They erased all of women's roles. They erased Jesus's actual life from the Bible. I mean, isn't that what the Bible's supposed to be about? Is Jesus at the end of this?
I think this woman is really trying to just thread this story where it just doesn't belong. So apparently what we're trying to do here is we're trying to make sense of the fact that apparently, guys, you can be a Christian woman and also a womanist at the same time. This is nonsense that I have seen many modern women try and do. Is like, yeah, I'm strong and independent. I'm a womanist. Equal this, equal that. But also, I'm a Christian woman. It's like, I don't know about that one, man. I feel like you're trying to have your cake and eat it too, right there. I think these two things are contradictory, to be honest.
And yeah, they just tried to completely diminish women's role and still keep us out of the church and out of any position of authority. Now, I get that people associate the word feminist with like the liberal green hair, this and that. That's not what feminism is.
I mean, I would also associate it with people like you, and it seems fairly accurate.
Feminism, in its definition, is that women
equality.
Are equal to men, which is what God says, that all of his children are equals. It doesn't.
Yeah, guys, womanism is all about equality. Oh yeah, for sure.
Doesn't mean that we can do everything that you guys can do. It doesn't mean that we're as strong and as powerful as you. But God did not give you your strength and authority to abuse and exploit women.
Nobody said that.
And I believe that when Jesus comes back to this earth, he will rightfully set women back in our place as equals. And that is the only way we will ever have harmony on this earth, is when women are treated as equals in a society and respected and honored and loved. If that happened, it would completely change our society. What do you guys
think?
So
real, Queen.
I'm Jimmy Kimmel, and welcome to Can You Gift It, the Google shopping game show where the deals are endless and everyone wins. Today's contestants are good friends with each other, not me, but I expect to grow very close to them. One is a record producer, songwriter, and author. The other is a perfectly normal person who never does anything weird at all. Please welcome Benny Blanco and Eric.
Oh, my God!
And now I understand when Jesus said, "Forgive them, Father, for they do not know what they are doing." When you use the Bible for your narrative, it's not right because the Bible speaks of the traditional woman, not the liberal one. Here are some verses. An excellent wife is the crown of her husband, but she who brings shame is like rottenness in his bones. The wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands the foolish one tears hers down. Wives, submit to your own husbands as to the Lord. For the husband is the head of the wife, as Christ is the head and savior of the church, which is his body.
And there it is, right? What did I tell you guys? I think this woman's just making up absolute nonsense. Don't listen to men. You know, I don't need no man. But at the same time, I'm also a Christian woman. I mean, get the hell out of here, man. Get the hell. This is like a scam. I've noticed a lot more modern women are trying to do this, right? Is because they're trying to look for more traditional guys. What they're doing is they're like adopting this fake Christian persona, and they're going into these spaces because they're looking for a guy who's generous, a guy who's caring, a guy who's by extension religious as well. And so they go to these environments because they're looking to for someone to manipulate and who perhaps doesn't know any better. I think it's kind of like women going to charity events. Because, like, have you guys ever seen women, right? They hit like 30 years of age. They're looking for a good man now. And so they start going to like charity events and fundraisers and things like this because they want to find wealthy dudes who are like giving and all of this kind of thing. I think it's the same thing with a lot of these religious circles is you have these women who are incredibly liberal who are going into these spaces because they want to be able to find a man to manipulate and treat like crap. This woman's a psycho. I think her content is absolutely hilarious, though. It makes for some great videos. So maybe we'll keep an eye on her. But guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves. I hope you had a bit of a laugh, and I will see you all in the next episode. Peace.
Well, the first thing we need to do is really get the team assembled. Really, what we're looking for inside of the organization is not just the process owners and the people with a deep process knowledge of your business, but really those that can act as a change agent.
"24/7, shower fresh."
Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a hilarious video for you here today titled "Leftover Modern Women Are Worried That Men Are Leaving the Game." So we are going to be kicking it off with a collection of women who have, I believe, hit 30 plus years of age. And of course, they are struggling to find their Prince Charming, you know, the man of their dreams who is just around the corner, according to their friends. So we're going to be jumping into this one. As always, guys, don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Have you guys been noticing this as a recent trend lately with modern women? Let us know down below, and let's jump right into the video.
Mom! Put me back! I wake up every morning, I work, I have bills, I'm too big for the ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese. This sucks!
Am I too old to be here?
What?
Am I too old to be here?
No, of course not.
Does it look weird that I'm here?
No, not at all.
Am I hotter than these little bitches?
Yes, you look amazing.
No.
This is what I'm talking about, by the way, when I say that like a lot of women will just have friends that straight up lie to them. So this is like a 30-plus-year-old woman obviously joking about hitting the club, saying, am I too old to be here? Am I more attractive than these other women? And obviously the friend is sitting here going, don't worry, queen, you can be in the club over the age of 30. No, it's not weird. You're totally fine. I personally think it's creepy. I think it's very damn weird. And let's be honest, all of the women who are in this position, they have either met their Prince Charming and rejected him, or been with their Prince Charming and decided to divorce him and throw him away. And then they're out there returning to the streets trying to look for another man to replace him. And this is why, by the way, a lot of dudes will get hit with those texts, right? You get a divorce from your wife or your long-term girlfriend or something like this, and they end up hitting you with the "Hey stranger" text messages. because they realized that the grass wasn't greener on the other side, and none of these dudes who are going to the club actually want anything serious with them.
Not at all. Am I hotter than these little bitches?
Yes, you look amazing. How old are you? I just turned 29. Recently? Last year.
So you're 29?
Last year.
And how old are you right now?
1 more year older.
So 30?
Yeah.
This video is hilarious, man. This one here, so we've got a woman sitting here looking sad. She says, 50 and single, sometimes I feel too old to fall in love again. Is that true? What's the bet? This woman has probably divorced one or even maybe more than that husbands, or she's a single mother or something like this. Granted, the kids would probably be out of the home by this particular age, but again, these women have met their Prince Charming, by the way, and they get to this age and they're still acting like super dejected, like dating has been super hard for them. Dating has absolutely not been hard for these women. They have it quite literally on easy mode, and yet we still end up with videos like this of women crying in their backyards claiming, oh, it's so hard to be 50 years of age and single. Like, they literally did it to themselves.
Hey everyone, it's great to have you back on the channel. Today, we're happy to have a closer look at Real-Link Better Doorbell. This product is set to redefine the way we approach and prioritize home security. For those who want top-notch security without the hassle of electrical wiring, this doorbell is the answer. The Real-Link Video Doorbell looks really modern and sleek with its slim rectangular shape and smooth rounded edges. This simple and clean design lets a doorbell fit in easily with different door.
What you feel like when your son smiles at you.
Only in the movies do career women meet the man of their dreams and have a power couple rom-com romance. In the real world, these post-walls face reality of being alone because no man of quality is picking them. They gave up free SEX to those men during their city girl lifestyle, and now they want to settle down. Those men have moved on to the new crop of newly college grads living out their SEX in the city lifestyle.
And just by the way, a lot of these women, when they're looking to settle down, as it were, it's not like what they're really looking for at the end of the day is a dude who's going to financially take care of them. They've been out there, they've slept with a whole bunch of different men throughout their 20s, and now they're approaching 30, or they've hit 30 years of age, and they feel the stress to have a long-term relationship, maybe get kids or get married and things like this, because they're worried that their time is running out to do these things, and it's getting a little bit embarrassing at the family gatherings. But it doesn't actually have much to do with being interested in a man or caring about the dude or wanting to look after somebody else aside from yourself or wanting to be a good wife or a good mother. Unfortunately, a lot of it comes down to she just wants all of those things, but without actually being having any of the responsibility of those things.
So the title of today's article is Gen Z Paralyzed with Fear of Turning 30, Becoming Unattractive Hags. Life Might As Well End at 22. And it's written on the New York Post, which does a lot of articles that are kinda red pill. You come to a red pill conclusion. Of course, they won't dare to have a red pill or MGTOW writer explaining these situations, because that would wake up too many men, and a large part of their fake economy in the feminist West is predicated on blue-pilled men. Men not realizing their worth. And men getting divorce robbed and becoming 18 years a slave through child support. But anyway, let's get balls deep into it. Before we go on with the video, let me jump to the comment of the day. Shout out to Gara Rules All, who shared, "Women don't want to end up with losers. Guess what? Neither do men."
I think that's a great comment, by the way, because that's something that not a lot of people talk about, right? They just assume that dudes should just end up with whoever, and we should be grateful that some random woman is paying us attention. Never mind the fact that she might be a horrible human being, or she might have a lot of issues, or she might not have done any work on herself whatsoever. I mean, every time these women say that they've done work on themselves, it's always some esoteric nonsense that makes absolutely no sense, to be honest with you. It never actually constitutes going to the gym or educating themselves, and I mean educating themselves in the real sense, not going to these classrooms that indoctrinate them. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Dudes are expected to just have relationships with a lot of these women simply because they exist. They might be complete psychos. They might be absolutely terrible for relationships. They won't make good girlfriends. They won't make good wives. They won't make good mothers. And yet dudes are expected to just go, oh, okay, I'll deal with this and I'll support this just because apparently I'm supposed to, apparently.
Age before beauty? Absolutely not. 30, flirty, and thriving is apparently no longer the holy grail for teens and 20-somethings online. Those born between 1997 and 2013 are expressing grim concerns about hitting the big 3-0, a milestone that some of these youngsters fear will immediately zap them of their sexiness, stamina, and overall value. That's because they're right. They're the internet and social media generation, so they see these videos of post-walls crying about not finding a good man or being alone.
There are consequences to saying the N-word.
Why? How do you know? How do you know?
I was just thinking,
Oh, not
I'm
this
probably
woman.
going to be alone for the rest of my life.
Yep, probably.
How many of you are alone and like are okay with it? Like are okay with it? Like
inside this stupid body, I
Holy
am
hell,
still
this should have
young.
been marked as like a horror
I
video.
still feel, I still want, I still dream.
Or regretting divorce because no one wants to commit to a post-wall, so they know they're on borrowed time.
I need my algorithm to give me more people who are 30 and like just starting over, or give me more people who like started to make it at 30, because I'm feeling those things of like, bitch, there's no point in even trying because you turned 30 recently. There's no point in even trying. And I know that is unproductive. Like, I'm aware that that thought is also what's going to keep me where I'm at, because that thought is also why I'm not where I want to be. And I'm not even...
I mean, this woman is crazy. I have to pause this here. I mean, we're like 2 seconds into this video and she's just yelling she's losing her marbles. I mean, of course she's single at 30. I'm getting a headache listening to her, guys. I don't know how other dudes are supposed to put up with her. You know, I think I have probably more patience than most dudes. I listen to a lot of this content. As you know, I record videos for you guys and post it to this channel. I don't think a lot of guys want to sit down and listen to this stuff. They simply do not care enough to listen to this nonsense. And it says something, okay? When you have women who quite honestly have all of the leverage pretty much out there in modern day dating, and they rock around to these sorts of ages and they still haven't found a dude, you've got to ask yourself the question why that might be the case, you know? Because again, they do have these opportunities. It's not like they don't have these opportunities and they're like some victim of circumstances despite what they might try and have you believe. They certainly do have options. In fact, they have thousands upon thousands of options. You take a average woman, right? One that hasn't consumed a whole bunch of McDonald's, and you put her on any sort of social media or dating application in a metropolitan city, and she will have more opportunities than she can even fill a day with, to be honest with you. Like, she could go out with dudes every single day and she would never really run out of men, to be honest. Like, the influx of people joining these cities would offset the amount of options that she has, and yet they are still single. Like, let that sink in and compare that to the average dude's experience, by the way. The average dude's experience is completely horrendous compared to that. It's not even close. It's ridiculous. You give a woman thousands of options and she'll still oftentimes wind up at this age single with no idea why she's single. It's ridiculous, man. Completely ridiculous.
even that fucking far off. Besides what you're seeing here, and that's not my fault, the dryer was fucked up. The dryer, it took an hour and a half to get me clothes that had to be draped all over my apartment. And guess what? I like the apartment. That's sick, right? My life, not like that astronomically far off and from what I want it to be, but I also might just be saying that to make myself feel better. You know what I mean?
This
but
woman's
all around
bananas.
happy, other than everything that is not there. But you know what I mean? So if you're feeling like, hey, I feel like I'm too old to be working on this, or I thought that, but then I got somewhere, let me know, because I feel I...
Anyway, back to the article.
Holy hell,
In
what
just
was
the
that?
past few days, I have seen multiple Gen Zs, the vast majority of women, on various platforms, including Reddit and Instagram, express a desire to unalive in their 30s or when they reach 40 because they cannot handle the fact that they will age and become unattractive or become hags. An alarmed whistleblower recently penned to Reddit's PSA thread. When the clock strikes midnight, they become a pumpkin. They're aware their looks are their only value. That's what the feminist society has done to women. For the females that are smart, they're extremely annoying because feminism has brainwashed them that they have to flex their education all the time to get quote-unquote respect. So always try to compete with men and end up being alone because no man of value wants to be with their annoying ass.
Just by the way, on this whole education thing, like, I'm not saying that women shouldn't go out there and get educated, but what I am saying is dudes don't care about this. Right? When dudes are looking for a relationship, it's not like men look at a woman and they go, oh wow, she has